Hi guys, I greet you all from wherever you're watching me, depending on your time zone. Again, I welcome you to Stureh Punchline. Now, there have been a story published in the Stureh newspaper with the headline, Raila and Kalonzo craft a fresh power deal for 2022 top job. Now, according to this story, the publisher is saying that Raila Odinga's close political confidants have been meeting with Kalonzo Musyoka's political confidence severally for the past 1 to 2 months ago. They also again goes ahead to say that Raila Odinga and the Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka have been meeting severally for the past 2 months. Now, what I want to tell my viewers on this platform is that anything that we read from newspaper concerning politics is always speculation. And if not, then there is always someone behind the story or the headline to sharpen specific political agenda. So whoever did this story could have been just interested to see on how, number one, Wiper Party members are going to react to that story. Number two, how the One Kenya Alliance is going to react on the same story. And number three, the reaction from Kalonzo Musyoka himself. So in short, someone could have been just in need of gathering information so that they can use it to sharpen the next political agenda, which direction they would want politics to take. Because, you know, in Kenya mainly, the political agenda is being sharpened through the media, mainstream media, the newspaper, the print, and the press. That's where mainly the political agenda is being sharpened. The story will always originate from there. Then it is going to spread and the reaction will be collected. Now, we are continuing with our punchline discussion, but I have a quick request. You might be watching me and you have not yet subscribed. My humble request, please consider subscribe so that any other time, once we come out with a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to everyone who have subscribed and anyone who drops comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Actually, let us keep on dropping those comments because our tradition on this channel is that we always read each and every comment, and at the end of the day, we respond to all those comments. Again, through all our viewers, I have seen many people are responding to each other through the comment section. And that way, we always make the conversation to broaden, and again, we learn more through that. So let us keep on doing it. Back to our discussion. Now, I think Wiper Party had responded to this wide allegation, and this is what they said. We can support any other person within One Kenya Alliance, but not Raila Odinga. According to Kitui Senator Enoch Wambua, he is saying that a Raila Kalonzo ticket would definitely mean that doing the same thing the same way, expecting different results.
Should our party leader ever make the decision to support the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga for the presidency, we respectively assure our party leader of two very painful outcomes. One, he will walk that journey alone. And two, the Kamba Nation and the millions of his supporters across the country will never forgive him.
For those who are new here, what many people have agreed on this platform is that a Raila presidency can be achieved. It can be a sure bet in round 1 if it has the backing of Kalonzo Musyoka and Musalia Mudavadi. But again, we have those who have a different thought. And their thinking is that One Kenya Alliance should stay all the way to the ballot intact. And at the end of that election, if they are not likely to become top 2, then the next decision that they should do is to go and back Raila Amolo Odinga. But seemingly, the way things are going on, if there will be a chance of Raila Amolo Odinga working with the former NASA principals who are now in the One Kenya Alliance, it is going to be possible just if we will have a rerun. That time is when they can come together and forge forward. These leaders in One Kenya Alliance, in their own wisdom, want to play 2022 politics a little different. And again, seemingly, it's like they have two options. And the option number 1 is to stick in the One Kenya alliance, select one of them, and let that person be backed with the other people within One Kenya alliance, with the hope that they can at least become second or first in the first round. Then from there, they can seek a help from Raila Odinga to back them, or if Raila will not be backing them, then it means they will seek a help from William Samoei Ruto to back them in the second round. So that is their first thinking, to work hard and be top 2. Then from there, they can be sure to ask help from either side. And their option number 2 is that they all run, meaning Musalia Mudavadi will be on ballot, Kalonzo Musyoka will be on ballot, Gideon Moi will be on ballot, but Senator Masika Wetangula is going to back Musalia Mudavadi so that they can solidify the western region, bringing it together to consolidate that vote. Then, after that, we understand that there is no one, be it Raila, William Ruto, Mudavadi, Kalonzo, or any other individual, is not going to win that election in round 1, because no one is going to achieve the 50 plus 1. So, the thinking behind this issue is that after the first round is finished, then they have called for a rerun. Then this time is when these leaders can come on table and negotiate with Raila Odinga. So it shows that they are showing signs of working with Raila Odinga, but only after the first round, so that they will sit down, negotiate with Raila Odinga on how they can form the next government in case they win. Then after that, all of these leaders in the One Kenya alliance are going to rally behind Raila Odinga. And at the end of the day, I know they can easily win that election, then form the next government. In that manner, these leaders believe that it is going to help them to consolidate their support base. And from there, Kenyans can tell, they can weigh these leaders and know their strength. Musalia Mudavadi, this is the number of votes he can consolidate in case he's on ballot. Kalonzo Musyoka, this is the amount of vote he can bring on board. Gideon Moi, this is his strength, so that everyone can be known that if an election is called in 2027, then these leaders can know their place and how they can work on winning that election. So in that manner, they are focusing more in 2027 and after 2027 general election. That is their calculation. So Kalonzo has several options, but option number 1 is not to support Raila Odinga. So again, I can tell you open, that is my reading into this issue. But again, you cannot rule out Kalonzo Musyoka supporting Raila Odinga. There is that possibility. Kalonzo can decide to support Raila Odinga. But what I can rule out is that going to the next general election, Musalia Mudavadi, in case Kalonzo Musyoka is going to team with Raila Odinga, Mudavadi will go all the way to the ballot. That one I can assure you. Mudavadi is going to go all the way to the ballot, and there is high possibility that Senator Masika Wetangula is going to stand with Musalia Mudavadi so that they can consolidate Western region vote. And if Mudavadi will go on ballot again, another possibility is that there is high chances that no one is going to win that election in the first round. Because we still believe that in case Musalia Mudavadi was not running in 2013, then William Samoei Ruto and President Uhuru Kenyatta could have not emerged the winner in the first round. Because the argument was that President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto got 50 plus 1 by 80,000 votes. And remember, Musalia Mudavadi got about 480,000 votes. So if Mudavadi was not running and he was backing Raila Odinga, it means maybe out of that 480,000 votes, Raila could have amassed 400 votes. And this 80 could have gone with the President Uhuru Kenyatta. And in that line, a rerun definitely was going to be called, because no one could have achieved that 50 plus 1. So as long as Musalia Mudavadi is still running, even if Kalonzo Musyoka is going to back Raila Odinga, there is still a high chances of having a rerun in 2022. Because many still believe that the strength that Mudavadi had in 2013 is not the same strength. Because now he has members of parliament. Remember 2013 he had no member of parliament. But now he has members of parliament, he has senators, he has MCS. So for that reason, he is still going to widen his consolidation across the entire country. That's my view. You can tell me your thinking in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.